Okay. Um, yeah, so going along this conversation of how kids are coping better with the pandemic, I think a lot of it has to do with them just being totally less rigid. Um, and at the same time, it's like I think that this is a perfect, beautiful time to practice yoga because it is always this practice of like being more fluid and giving us this opportunity to get into our bodies and out of our heads and just moving gracefully and easily. And it has certainly been um, enormous in my ability to cope over the past couple months slash more than 1 year now. So let's move today. We'll do a lot of moving. We'll do a lot of sweating. I've been doing a lot of Peloton workouts. So this is kind of inspired by two classes that I took recently, and I kind of merged them together in a way that worked for me. So I'll kind of talk more about that because I always like to give people credit for the work that they've done. So we'll start on our backs, and you'll need both of your blocks. They can stay towards the front of your mat. I don't care which way you lie down. And once you land on your back, do anything you'd like with the arms and the legs and the head and the breath for just another, or just for these first few moments. I'll give you plenty of instructions. Take a deep breath, take a shallow breath, hold your breath. Just notice what the body is craving. Notice what happens intuitively without really thinking about it, without forcing it or um, intellectualizing it. Just sit with the wave of thought, of emotion, of sensation that washes over you. Just sit with that. And then when you're ready, it doesn't have to be right this second, but when you're ready, you'll join us. We'll do this several times. So you'll just jump in. And this whole practice will be, um, I'll kind of get us going, and then you'll do the flow at your own pace. So when you're ready, bend your knees, put your feet on the floor, send your arms straight up towards the sky, draw your belly in and down so your lower back is very flush with the mat. And then just a few times, extend your arms on an inhalation overhead. You can keep the palms facing each other or the palms facing up. It really doesn't matter to me. So your thumbs might touch down, the backs of your hands might touch down. And then as you exhale, let the belly really draw in and down. Let the shoulders sweep up and down at your sides. Same thing. Doesn't matter to me if the palms are facing in or the palms are facing down. Just feel that big range of motion. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and overhead. Full exhale, arms sweep up and down by your sides. And stay active through your fingertips. Just give the shoulders a little bit of a waking up action. And if you're just joining class or this movement pattern, just enjoy it. Lengthen out the breath, slow your movement. There's no archetype. It doesn't have to look like anything. Just feel. It doesn't matter if you're coming up or down. The next time your arms are exactly over your shoulders, pause there, lift up through your fingertips, and then a little bit of opposite action. Engage your brain a little bit. As your right arm goes down at your side, your left arm sweeps up and overhead. And then you'll extend the arms, they'll pass each other as they come through center. Then your right arm will go back, your left arm will go down. And you'll just do that a few times. And think about just smoothing out the action. That's all you have to do, just moving in opposite directions. Very good. The next time your right arm is up overhead and your left arm is down by your side, just pause, collect yourself. And then as you exhale, bring your right elbow, left knee towards each other. As you inhale, left leg straightens, right arm goes back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow tap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. At any point, if it feels okay to involve your left arm, it will follow what's happening with your left leg. So it'll sweep back as the knee draws in, and then it'll sweep down as the leg straightens. You can do that and just see what's happening in the brain. We'll do 4 more. Inhale, extend, exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Last 2, exhale, curl in. Last 1. If your left arm isn't already overhead, send it there. Right arm reaches overhead, left leg just long on the mat. Take a pause, extend your right leg, big full body stretch. And then bend both of the knees. Sweep your right arm down by your side. As you exhale, left elbow, right knee tap. And inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Get a rhythm going. And then at any time, you can add your right arm. It will follow your right leg. So as your knee coils in, your right arm will extend up and overhead. And it might be harder on one side than it was on the other side. And that always happens to me. We'll do 4 more right here. Just, we'll find that we'll see this action many more times. Last 2. Last 1. Extend your right leg long, left leg long, right arm sweeps overhead to meet the left, full body stretch. And then interlace the fingers together behind the base of the skull. Bend the knees again, send the legs straight up towards the sky this time. Flare through your toes, and then draw the belly in and down so much that you can lift your tailbone up off the mat, like you were gonna slide a piece of paper, and then send the legs a little bit away from you so the ankles stay right over the hips. Drop the tailbone down. Big low belly work. Float the legs up like you could slide paper just under the tailbone. The tailbone curls down. Last one, exhale, scoop up, 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 up. Breathe. Knees in toward your belly. Give yourself a big hug. Roll around on the low back. And then whenever you're ready, we'll meet in table, hands and knees. Take a moment or 2 to move in a way that you find to be delicious. So that could be cat-cow, it could be child's pose, to like an extended knees down, up dog position, anything you like. And then meet me, please, in a neutral spine. Hands just under the shoulders. Belly in and up, just like you had your low back flush on the mat. And then send your right arm straight out in front of you. Bend at the elbow so you're making like a goalpost shape. Breathe in, lift your elbow up so you're almost coming into a twist. As you exhale, draw your elbow and your knee towards each other, just underneath you. As you inhale, send your left leg straight back. Elbow reaches up, chest opens to the right. Exhale, knee and elbow tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Let's do 2 more for a total of 6. Last one, inhale. Keep your right arm as it is. Soften your left knee down. Open up as far as you can to the right. And then as you exhale, shoot your right arm all the way to the left. Come down onto your right shoulder, right cheek. You can tent up onto your left fingertips. Push down into the mat to really open up your chest to the left like a counter stretch. And if it feels like a great idea, you can sweep your left arm up and over the back body, find your right hip crease, and then squeeze the shoulder blade onto the back to peel your way open. Good, release your left arm. Release onto your right hand. Take a breath here, inhale. Drop the belly, lift the chest, simple cow spine. And exhale for a simple cow spine. Inhale, reverse, simple cow spine. Exhale through neutral. Inhale, left arm reaches forward. Goal post at the arm. Stay here for a breath or two. Push into your right arm. Lift your left shoulder high, left elbow high. As you exhale, coil your right knee in towards your nose. Tap your left elbow to your right knee. As you inhale, right leg reaches back. Peel the chest open to the left. Exhale, tap. Ooh, this side's a little different. That's okay. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Stay with the left arm. Lower the right knee. Lift the elbow higher, like you could twist, twist, twist. And then as you exhale, thread the needle, left arm over to the right, come down onto your left shoulder, left cheek. Tent up onto your right fingertips if that feels nice. Push into the fingertips. Squeeze your right shoulder onto your back wherever you are. If it feels like a great idea to take a half bind here, find your left hip crease and open up. Breathe. Untangle the right arm if you had your half bind. Push into the right hand, send your left palm to the mat. Inhale for a cow. Exhale for a cat. Tuck your toes, inhale for a cow. Exhale, seat to heels, shift back, downward facing dog. You can soften the knees, you can shift weight from side to side. You can do anything you like here. Take 2 more breaths, do with them whatever you like. And then look forward, please. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Soften your left knee down. Left palm stays down, right fingertips to the sky, take a twist. Good, breathe here, hug the outer hips in. Good, breathe. As you exhale, goal post the right elbow, back, back, back. Send the arm forward and down, frame out your right foot. Inhale, both arms to the sky, low lunge. Push into the back foot, so you're opening up the front of the left thigh. Soften your jaw, soften your shoulders, breathe. Good, exhale, hands to the mat or to blocks. Push your right leg straight, just a half split here. Notice if the weight is dropping onto the outside of your right heel. Can you rock the weight more towards the inner heel a little bit more and slide the right hip crease back, send the left hip crease forward. If the blocks or the earth is too far, give yourself a little bit more height, not a problem. Shoulders soft and back. Good, last breath here, inhale. Stay for the exhale. As you inhale, bend back into your right knee, tuck your left toes. As you exhale, step forward, fold forward. You're at the top of your mat. Just feel the difference side to side. Yeah. Inhale to roll your way all the way up to stand. Send your arms to the sky. Look up if you like. As you exhale, dive right back down over straight, strong legs. Breathe in to lengthen the whole back body. Send your heart forward, shoulders moving away from the ears. Heart reaches forward like you were taking some kind of cow spine. Breathe here. As you exhale, soften the knees to plant the palms. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. You're in plank pose. Breathe. Invitation to lower the knees for this first round of Sun A. As you exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your heart for baby cobra, Bhujangasana. Inner hands heavy, littlest toes on the mat, big toes on the mat. Neck spine long. Exhale, forehead to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra, round 2. Exhale, roll over the knees or the toes. Shift back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in and out. Good. Step your left foot toward your left thumb. Soften your right knee down. Right hand stays down as the left fingertips float up. Come to that twist. Hug the outer hips in. Keep the inner foot heavy. Breathe here. Next time you exhale, goal post the left arm, elbow moves back. Inhale, send the arm forward and down, frame your left foot. Inhale, both arms up, low lunge. Ribs knit in. Beautiful. Push into your back foot. Feel the way that opens up your back thigh. Shoulders soft, jaw soft. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale, float hands down to blocks or to the ground. Shift your hips back to straighten or straighten-ish your left leg for half split. Your right hip, your right waist, they're moving towards the top of the mat as your left hip crease and your left waist are moving back. Can you keep the weight evenly distributed across the back of your left heel? And can you keep your breath smooth, fluid? Good. Bend into your left knee. Tuck your right toes, step forward, fold forward. Let yourself hang. Notice a sense of ongoing imbalance, or if you feel a little bit more in sync with yourself, side to side. Roll your way all the way up to stand. Inhale your arms to the sky. Exhale, float right back down. Last round like this. Inhale, hands to shins or fingertips to the floor. Send your heart forward. Feel the stretch from the backs to the heels, up through the backs of the legs, and then really all the way up through the crown of your head. Soften your knees enough to bring your hands to the mat. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. You're in plank pose. Breathe in. Breathe out, stay. Breathe in, strong legs. Breathe out, lower to the belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale for a back bend. It can be baby cobra, cobra dog, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Breathe here. Spread through the fingers, push the ground down and away. Lift up and out of the shoulders. Hug the arm bones towards each other. A little bend in your knees to see if you can't lift your sits bones higher to the sky. And then draw your ribs and your pubic bone towards each other. Stay here, last breath. Exhale all the way out. Look forward. Take a slow walk to the top of your mat. Feet meet your hands. Inhale for a halfway lift from here. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Arms to the sky, look up. Exhale, hands float down to heart center. Close your eyes. Bring your chin towards your chest like a really subtle bow inward. Honor yourself, the work you've done so far, the strength you've reserved for what lies ahead. Just breathe. Inhale to float your arms up to the sky. You can release the arms wider if that gives you more space in the shoulders. Maybe you can take a little back bend here. As you exhale, strong legs, strong belly, float all the way forward. Bring your hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Breathe in, exhale, lower to the belly. Send your arms back at your sides. And then with your head down or your head up, lift your arms up off the mat. And then turn your palms down and squeeze the little fingers towards each other. Like you were trying to squeeze a pencil. If your head isn't lifted, just check it out for 1 second. Breathe in. Inhale, arms swim forward. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. And then plant your palms to the mat. Inhale for a little cobra or a big cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, coil the knee towards your nose. Step your foot to your thumb. Inhale, this time, right arm to the sky. As you exhale, right hand down to a block outside your right foot will be great. Spin your left heel down. Left fingertips to the sky. Extended side angle pose. As you exhale, reverse. Swim your left arm forward and down, plant it under your shoulder. Heel comes up. Inhale, twist. Exhale, hand to the block. Left heel down. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. And you'll do that a few more times. You'll make it your own. Twist to side angle. Coordinate your breath with your movements. Maybe you're doing one fluid breath for 2 moves. Maybe it's a little bit more divided than that. All right. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. The next time you find yourself in a twist, pause. And then float your right hand to a block. Left hand will also likely want to come to a block. Push your right leg straight. Nice hamstring stretch. Probably feels good right now. And I'm going to leave it up to you. We just did a lot of movement. If it feels right to you to kind of bend into the knee and pulse here, go right ahead. Think about making more space in your right hip crease. Think about making more length in your right side body. And then bend into your right knee. Walk your hands forward with blocks. Float your left leg towards the sky for a modified warrior 3. Breathe here. Float your right elbow up to that goalpost shape, like you're opening up to the right. As you exhale, elbow and knee tap. Inhale, elbow wide, leg straight back. Maybe each time you're coming a little bit deeper into a twist. We'll do a total of 6 of these, so we have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Right arm floats up and then put it down on the block. Left foot meets right foot. Put a little bend in your right knee, sorry. And then float your left fingertips to the sky. Left hand down, put a little bend in your left knee, float your right fingertips to the sky. Right hand down. Good. Hands to shins, look up halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your way to plank and lower, or step right back to downward facing dog. We'll all meet there. Take your time. Breathe in and out. From downward facing dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Coil your knee toward your nose, look forward, step forward. Grab a block. Actually, grab both your blocks. You might want them. If you like your right hand on the ground for a twist, you can leave it. If not, use a block. I should have said that already. Apologies. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky for a twist. We'll do this together slowly. Left hand down to the block outside your left foot. Right heel spins down. Right fingertips to the sky for this modified version of side angle. Right hand down, right heel up, left fingertips up. It's a twist. Left hand down, left heel, right heel down, right hand up. And then you make this your own. Coordinate your movements with your breath. Like meditation in motion. Just a few more here. The next time you find yourself in that twisted shape, stay. Stay. And then send your left hand down to a block. Push your left leg straight. Should feel really good. Make more space in your left hip crease. Make more space in your left waist. Breathe. Very good. Bend into your left knee. Walk your hands on blocks forward. Right leg floats up to the sky. Some modified warrior 3. And then goal post your left elbow out to the side. Like you're twisting open. Kick through your right heel as you do that. Exhale, knee bends, elbow taps. We'll do a total of 6. Inhale, right leg back, open to the left. This is 5. 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. 2. 1. Inhale, open, exhale, left hand down, right foot down. Bend into your left knee, reach your right fingertips to the sky. Right hand down, right knee bends, left fingertips to the sky. Left hand down, inhale, roll your way up to stand. Arms to the sky. As you exhale, sweep your right hand low and behind you, like you're giving your right hand a squeeze in towards the midline. Inhale, switch, right arm up, left hand behind you, squeeze the left hand in, almost like Shalabhasana on your back, and then switch. Good. The next time your right hand is back and your left hand is up, pause. Stand on your left foot, bring your right knee up towards hip height. Bring your left hand outside your right thigh. And then open up to the right. Right fingertips reach back. As you inhale, right hand sweeps down, right foot steps down, left hand reaches back. So we're putting it all together. Right hand back, left hand hooks outside right knee, open up. Inhale, right hand down, right arm up. Exhale, this standing twist. We'll do one more inhale. Exhale, standing twist. Stay here. Use the hand to pull the thigh in. Use the thigh to push out against the hand. Push down into your left foot a lot. Reach up through the crown of your head. Reach your right fingertips back, back, back. Inhale, come through center. Right arm reaches up. Left hand reaches back. And then squeeze both of your arms in towards the midline. Your right arm still high. Good. Left knee comes in towards the belly. Right hand outside left thigh as the left fingertips reach back. Woo! As you inhale, your left arm will go up as your left hand comes down, right arm back, right? This is the one teacher whose class we took. He said we were really just working on walking and chewing gum. And that resonated with me. This is hard. We didn't do this. We did other stuff. Right arm back, left arm up. You just do 2 more. Good, very nice, Heather. Good, and the next time you find yourself in a twist, stay. So the right hand is outside the left leg. You're zippering up through the whole front body. Push through your right foot, lift up through the crown of your head. Twist, open, open, open. Inhale, come through center, left arm up, right arm reaches back. And like you're moving in opposite directions, up and down, but also squeezing the hands towards each other. Oh, right arm meets left arm. My shoulders are burning. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees, take opposite elbows, little ragdoll here. All right. Hands to blocks. Step just your left foot back, not all the way, just about 3 feet. And then walk your hands on blocks towards like the left corner of the mat. And don't make this look like anything. Let your hips shift to the right. Feel a stretch behind the back of the leg, in the inner groin. It should feel pretty good. Push the hands down and away, almost like down dog. Good. Use your right hand to frame on the outside of your right foot. Step your left foot back like you were going to take triangle pose, and then take triangle pose, left fingertips to the sky. So we're going to kind of put this all together. Bend into your right knee, swim your left hand down, spin your left heel up, come into a twist. All right, circle the arm back, and then forward to the block, left heel down, straighten your right leg, it's triangle pose. And then get fluid with it. Left hand circles forward and down as right arm sweeps back and up. Right arm forward and down as left arm sweeps back and up. So you're just making these 2 giant circles with your arms. Just get lost in the motion of that. Yeah. One more twist. Together we'll land in a triangle. You make these big circles. Send the left arm up and overhead. Inhale, bend into your right knee, come up for warrior 2. Flip your right palm, sail up and back. Big stretch for your right side body, bend into your right knee. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands down, not onto blocks. Send your right leg up and back to the sky for down dog. Split, bend your knee, open your hip. Yum. Good. Make a big circle with the knee. Step your right foot down to meet your left. You're in downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple your way forward to plank. Exhale, bend your elbows lower to the ground. Untuck your toes. Baby cobra, take a back bend. Exhale for dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to your belly, not to your nose, just to your belly. Put the ball of your right foot down on the mat. Keep your hands glued down. Send your left leg to the sky. So it's like standing split this time. So you can pop up onto the ball of your foot. Keep your arms straight and strong. Shift forward, shoulders in line with the fingertips. Maybe that's what you do 1 time or 2 times or 3 times. Maybe it feels okay to take a little hop. Bend into your right knee. Kick your left heel up as your right heel comes in toward your sits bone. We'll all land at the top of the mat. Take your time. Doesn't have to look like anything. Beautiful effort. Fold forward. Just let whatever just happened go. It doesn't matter. Good. Shake the upper body, shake the arms. Okay. Grab your blocks. You okay over there? Okay. Step your right foot back, not all the way, just a little bit of the way. We're gonna do this yummy stretch first. And then walk your hands over to the right so they can kind of frame the corner of your right mat. And then let your hips really shift over to the left. So it does not have to look like anything. It should really just feel good. For me, it feels quite nice. This feels good for you. So I feel it behind the leg and kind of in my inner groin, depending on where I'm moving around. And then we're going to turn this into triangle pose in a very short time. So prepare yourself for that. And we're going to put together all those arm motions. So you're going to make big circles in opposite directions with your arms. I'm setting a block up outside my left foot. I'm walking my right foot back quite a bit. And then right fingertips to the sky when you're set up for triangle pose. So the left knee will bend. The right arm will sweep up and overhead. It will touch down as the left hand sweeps back and up for that twist. And then the left arm keeps completing the circle forward and down to the block as the left leg straightens, the right heel flips down, right arm reaches back to come up, and then circles overhead as the left knee bends, right heel comes up, and then you get the point. You make it your own. Big, smooth motions. We'll meet together in a triangle pose. When you're ready, go right ahead. Stay in triangle. Flip the right palm down, reach all the way overhead. And then bend into your knee, come up to warrior two. Flip your left palm tail up and back. Use your right leg a lot. It's very straight and strong. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame out your left foot. Left leg up and back to the sky, down dog split, bend your knee, open up your hip. Make a circle or two. And then coil the knee in towards the belly. Put just the ball of the foot down. Claw into the mat. So the palms stay down, even if your foot's really far behind you. Right leg shoots up towards the sky. So more like a standing split, a real short one. Pop up onto the ball of your left foot. Claw into your fingertips. Shift your shoulders forward, forward, forward. Maybe you just do some of those toe push-ups, or maybe you take a hop. We're all going to land at the top of the mat in a forward fold. Yeah. And then widen your feet as wide as the mat. Grab one of your blocks or two of your blocks. Angle your toes out, bend your knees, and sit down on a block for the supported malasana. Hands can come to your heart. And then you sit on a block, any height is fine. Root down into the feet. And then instead of using the elbows to widen the knees, push down into the feet, squeeze the outer hips in, and feel how that just muscularly kind of like sends the knees wider. You don't have to do anything with your elbows. And then soften with the outer hips. Relax, release. And then, oh, hi, kitty, come. And then same thing, push into the feet. Hug the outer hips in and feel the knees widen as the inner part of the feet stays pushing down. And then put your hands down on the mat. Straighten the legs, turn the toes in, just sway from side to side. Keep your right foot wide as it is. Step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Pad up with a blanket under the left knee if you'd like. Right toes can turn out, right knee can wing out. Let it be like a hip opener. Oh, such a good one. Oh, hi, baby girl. Hi. So we did a lot of work with the front of the hips. We did a lot of work with the legs, period. If it is wise for you and your body to take a very deep thigh stretch here, you are more than welcome to reach your right hand around for your left foot. If that doesn't interest you in any way, you're also more than welcome to take your blocks and come down onto forearm so you're not really supporting yourself with your wrists. Let's take another moment. Hey, you're such a sweet girl. Good. We're simply going to switch sides in a moment. If there's something you need to do or want to do in your transition or before you switch, go right ahead. I'm thinking perhaps some of you might be interested in like a flip dog situation. You don't have to do anything. I'm of the mindset that like once my work is done, it's done. But sometimes I have a little bit of a reserve. So for me, I simply want to straighten my right leg, bend my right knee, step my left foot forward, and switch sides. But I have little of a tank left. If it were Saturday or Sunday morning, maybe. I've worked all day. I'm tired. And then same options when you get to that left leg situation. You have the hip opener in the left, the thigh opener in the right. Good stuff. Just a few more breaths right here, right where you are. And then you have the same invitation if there's something that's calling to you for your transition, as you transition, before you transition, go ahead and instead of stepping forward this time, we're actually just going to step back and meet in a delightful child's pose. You can sweep your arms so that they're long at your sides with your palms face down. Give your shoulders a bit of a rest. And make your way onto your back, please. Let your knees bend so your feet are on the floor. And across your right ankle over your left thigh. And drop that figure four shape over to the left. So the left knee comes all the way down, right foot's on the mat. Very deep hip opener. If it's too much for you, come back to that figure four prep shape. Stay right there. Maybe bring a hand to your outer hip or to your belly, just as this like added invitation to soften, to rest. Another breath, 2 breaths, 3 breaths here. When you feel ready to come back to center, if you're twisted, if your right foot's down, come back with your left knee to the sky. Take the outside of your right foot with your right hand and do like a half of a happy baby. Right knee drives down. You can make a circle or two. Maybe your right leg wants to straighten a little bit. Do what feels good for you here. And the right foot down. Feel the difference for a moment from side to side. When it's right and when you're ready, left ankle crosses over right thigh. And you can stay right here in this prep shape. It's a nice place to be. You can also drop your foot, your left foot, your right knee over onto the floor, onto your cat, whatever's available. And your left hand you can use on your belly, on your hip, anywhere you'd like it, just as this added invitation to rest, to find that off switch. Just another breath or two. Whenever you're right, whenever you're ready, it doesn't make a big difference to me. You can take the outside of your left foot with your left hand. Just explore movement here. A half of a happy baby. And then a full happy baby if that's in your practice, it's right for you. And then let your feet find the mat. Let the soles of the feet find each other. Let your knees drop out wide just for a Supta Baddha Konasana for a moment. And for today, as you set up for Shavasana, when you're ready to straighten your legs, try to feel for your blocks and set your blocks up underneath the knees somewhere. Sometimes it feels good to kind of like angle them in at the thighs so that you're not having any pointy parts gripping or digging into your legs. You might have to adjust a little bit. If I were in the same room as you, I would come over and help all of you. This is something I love to do. And just give your legs a little bit of extra support today. They did so much work tonight. If the angle of the block is just not comfortable for you, you can put them down flat. You can also take like a blanket or some pillows off of your couch or bed or wherever you are. Some wine bottles from your fridge. Yeah, wherever you happen to land in your home. And just start to transition to that place of rest. It always feels nice to kind of roll around on the back of the skull for a moment or two, just as a way to kind of work out any tension that builds up in the neck, whether it be from practice or from work or from life. And let your semicircles get more subtle, shorter. And let them kind of just really gently move to the right and the left of the midline above you. And eventually get so subtle that your head finds stillness with your nose pointing at true north of you. Bring awareness to your breath. And start to smooth out the whole length of the inhale, the whole length of the exhale. So that on purpose, you have this kind of rhythmic cycle to the breath. And smooth out the place at the top of the breath and the bottom of the breath so that it's hard to even tell when the transition from inhale to exhale and exhale to inhale actually happens. Your physical shapes soften as the breath has. To smooth out all of the tension in the face, in the belly, and the throat. Receive a deeper inhalation through your nose. Open your mouth, let out a big sigh, big sound. Let yourself come back too. And if it feels right to let go of stillness at any time, you can start to move the body, wiggle the toes, anything that feels good, doesn't matter to me. And you can roll off to one side and eventually make your way all the way to a seated position where we'll meet to close out this practice that we shared together. A practice that kind of transcends time, and transcends space. We're all doing this practice from different locations. Most of us are doing this practice at different times. And as we close out today, let's take my favorite gesture of all. Bring one hand to your heart, and this gesture that acknowledges the experience of you, what it's like to be an individual. And bring one hand to the ground, anywhere you can touch. This gesture that really honors our connection to each other, this collective experience that we have. We haven't been in the same space, we haven't done this practice at the same time, but we certainly know what it's like to work hard. We know what it's like to feel great, feel relief, feel sorrow, feel worry. We are all so aware of our human experience and our collective human experience. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, especially for being you. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, Heather. You're still muted.